Cholesterol is a type of fat made in your liver, which
Yes.
travels in your blood and gets found. What is for anyone that doesn't know cholesterol, what it is and why if it's a good or bad thing? What do I need to know about cholesterol? And is there anything in front of us here that can help keep my cholesterol in a healthy state?
Cholesterol is actually secreted by the liver for very good reasons. It helps with all sorts of things. It's the basis of some of our hormones. There's all sorts of reasons why we need cholesterol. We're sitting in chairs and cholesterol becomes increasing a problem. We have a high-fat diet that tends to put in more of it. And the point is that many of us, our cholesterol levels increasingly rise, and that is a risk factor, as we know, for cardiovascular disease. So cholesterol is up there as a risk factor. And so the usual thing that a doctor will do is to hand you something, a statin basically, that will reduce your cholesterol levels. They also know that there's more pushback on that prescription than almost anything else because the word is out that statins can do this, that or the other, interfere with your muscle strength and all the rest of it, give you little aches and pains. Most people have statins without a problem, but the impact of statins is still modest in terms of the overall scheme of things. The numbers of people's lives it saves is probably fairly minimal. So probably the better conversation is to have what can we do to recontextualize the cholesterol so that it becomes more like it should be, a good thing rather than a risk. And the first thing is to have apart from the keto, have the more vegetable-based, plant-based diet, because that in itself will tend to mop up and reduce cholesterol. Exercise becomes important because by physical activity we can manage it better. And then where we come in with the work I do is to look at high cholesterol as potentially a sign of liver distress. And, we like working with the liver. And there's a number of remedies that we use to help reduce cholesterol levels, mainly by getting more out through the bile and so on.